afternoon, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. I'm Heena Gambhir. Viewers, the LIVA Miss Diva 2024 grand finale was an unforgettable night of fashion, glamour, talent and empowerment, spotlighting India's most promising stars in beauty, fashion, design as well as content creation. And today we are joined by the winners. LIVA Miss Diva Fashion Designer 2024 Sudhruti Padhiary, LIVA Miss Diva Content Creator 2024 Ananya Praveen, LIVA Miss Diva Cosmo 2024 Vipra Mehta and LIVA Miss Diva Supranational 2024 Ayushree Malik. Welcome to Times Now. Firstly, many congratulations to all of you. And all of you
Thank you so much.
And you know, all of you come from such interesting places in the country. Ayushree comes from Delhi, Vipra comes from Rajasthan, Sudhruti comes from Odisha and Ananya comes from Bihar. You all come from different backgrounds, different regions, and that truly reflects, you know, the diversity that this particular competition talks about. And I want to ask each one of you one by one, tell us a little bit about how this LIVA Miss Diva 2024 journey really changed your life. What will you say about the journey that you've had so far? Ayushree Malik, let me begin this with you. In one or two words, if I ask you to describe your journey in LIVA Miss Diva 2024, what will you say?
Well, if I have to describe my journey within 3 words, it would be believer, achiever and a dreamer.
Okay, we'll get into the details in just a bit, but before that, Vipra Mehta, how will you like to describe your journey? How has it been?
So it's dedication, perseverance and achiever.
Okay, Sudhruti?
I would definitely say that I have become more empathetic. I'm dreaming big and I'm all set to achieve more in life.
Okay, interesting. And Ananya?
I think I would say I pushed my boundaries a lot. I got to learn a lot about myself and about people. And third would be growing up as a person, like growing up in my skills,
Okay, so it clearly seems that, you know, it has been an inspirational journey for all of you, but we want to understand how exactly it was in terms of preparing for this particular day when all of you were announced winners in, you know, your respective categories. So Ayushree Malik, tell us a little bit about a memorable perhaps or a challenging moment when you were preparing for this contest.
Well, I believe that, you know, whenever you're going on a journey in terms of your dreams, you overall face a lot of challenges, whether it be mentally, physically or emotionally. In my case as well, it all started with the physical challenge, as in because you're always in camera, you really need to be in the good shape, followed by emotionally because you will be surrounded by a lot of people. So you really need to be able to handle the pressure that comes from outside. And at the end of the day, it's a beauty pageant. It has just allowed me to shape my character into a beautiful person.
But you're a psychology student. I was just looking at some of the details about your background. You scored 96% in your 12th standard. So how did this love for modeling really begin for you?
I believe that life never gives you chances. You really need to take it away and have the shot that you want to take in your life. So I felt that I really was able to manage my studies, but this was the time that I really want to give a shot to my passion, because education is our core foundation. That's something that we really need to go ahead with. But at the same time, my passion came in, and I really thought that while I'm pursuing psychology and doing my bachelor's, I really need to give it a shot and see how it helps me and how it works with my family and the people around.
Okay, Vipra, you come from Rajasthan. You've already worked in 7 Rajasthani films, 2 television serials and a Hindi movie. And now you are the winner of LIVA Miss Diva Cosmo 2024. Was it challenging? Was there any memorable moment that you would like to share with our viewers, something that will always stay with you in this journey?
So yeah, of course, I have a lot of challenges. Just because being in a career, then switching it up was a difficult chance, because you never know what life will take you up. but I took, and here I am standing tall with LIVA Miss Diva 2024 Cosmo title, and I'm more than excited to bring that crown back to the India because it truly deserves here. And if I talk about my journey, it was not easy at all because it took me years to come here so far. And I was on constant diet because I was 65 and now I have cut it to 45 kg. So the journey of losing so much of weight was very inspirational for me, and I really want to inspire with my story to other people's also, because if I can achieve that, so I believe that you, the viewers who are looking me, they can also achieve the same goals if they have. And not just into the beauty pageants, you have many fields across the world you can opt, but it's all about your passion, your determination, and your dreams do come true. So yeah, that was my journey.
Very interesting. And what about you, Sudhruti? Any memorable or challenging moment or any anecdote that you will like to share with our viewers in your journey to the title, to winning the title?
Yes, so when I started this journey, I used to work a full-time job for 9 to 10 hours. Then after that, I will sit down for ideating the entire concept and go about the design process, seek vendors and everyone together. And there were challenges because not every day is the same for you. Some days it is raining, the others it's a rainbow. But I always remember something that one of my mentors once told me. There is always two ways. There are always two ways to look at something. One way is you just put on a very sad face on. You regret everything in life. You are not grateful for anything. And the second way is you fill your heart with a lot of gratitude. You have that smile on and you start enjoying your work. And that is something which always pushed me to go beyond my boundaries and seek the happiness in everything and look at the world through rose-tinted glasses. And that's how my journey just unfolded into me winning the title.
Okay. Ananya, Praveen, any anecdote or any moment that you would like to share with us? Any challenge that you had to face?
Yes, so as a content creator, people demand creativity and a lot of interactive content out of you. And this competition also pushed me into like pushing myself into that area where I can explore more. So yeah, it was challenging because I have a full-time job as well. So keeping up with the competition and creating content, it was quite challenging. So, but my viewers really loved my content throughout the competition, so I'm really grateful for that.
You know why I specifically asked you that question? Because there are too many content creators that are there in the country, across the world today. So how do you ensure that you are different?
So I make my own clothes. That's my USP as a content creator. So it makes me stand out. Plus, like, I know a lot of people have started making content in that area as well now. So I'm adding more to it. I'm adding more angles to it, wherein I can keep my audience more entertained on my page.
Okay, very interesting. Now, Ayushree, coming back to you, you're also an interzonal level basketball player, a zonal level debate winner. So, you have, in fact, displayed versatility in public speaking, in sports as well. The question really is that what next for you? Because you, as well as Vipra, will be representing the country, ahead as well in the year 2025. I want to ask both of you, how are you now preparing for the next challenges ahead?
I believe that, when you imbibe on a journey, it's really important that as you take a step forward, you're really valuing what's happening to you at this current moment. We just won this crown like a few days back. So for us, right now, we are filled with gratitude, but also we realize that we have a great responsibility lying ahead. So we will be preparing for it in terms of our overall personality, making sure that, when we enter a room, we represent the country, India, in all the aspects possible. So definitely we have a lot of trainings lined up that we will be working upon.
And how do you manage to excel in all the fields? Because, you know, what you bring on the table is very, very different. I mean, you are a psychology student. You've done, you know, exceptionally well in your 12th standard. You know basketball also. You're a debate winner. And there you have, with a, you know, crown on your head. You're also LIVA Miss Diva Supranational 2024. How did this really happen? How do you manage to excel in all these fields? Is it because you come from a family which is like discipline, which tells you to ensure that you have to excel in all the fields? Is there like too much of pressure, or is it something that comes from within? What's your inspiration?
You very well framed it. I believe that, you know, it's also the personality, but my personality is actually shaped from the family that I come from. They've always allowed me to, you know, just pursue a lot of fields and see what works out best for me, so that at the same time I'm also able to offer my best personality to the people around. So I've always had a mother who's encouraged me to go around, explore, see what suits me best, and accordingly I have managed to explore the fields, learn the best I could, so that I can have a holistic personality, so that whenever I enter a room or I'm around the people, I can offer them in different fields whatever I've learned through my journey.
So is it like a very strict routine that you're supposed to follow at home? Is that what your mom asks you to follow?
I think I wouldn't use the word strict. I would rather be a disciplined person, because that's something that's taught by my mom, that you really value your time, you value your schedule, and at the same time it's about time management and just knowing your priorities well. So it's more to do with discipline rather than strictness.
Do you get time to meet your friends and spend time with your friends outside, or is it only, you know, these activities that you're supposed to focus on? What is the directive from from your mom, from the house?
I feel I've got some amazing peers, and I met them in my journey. I have some amazing friends from my college. I have people here in this organization. So I feel while I'm working, I'm able to meet so many great people that I really don't need to go out of the way to just meet somebody. My journey has already given me so many things that I'm grateful for.
Okay, interesting. Vipra, now tell us a little bit more about your journey. You told us earlier that how, you know, this weight loss was one thing that you had to really work hard on. But 7 Rajasthani films at such a young age, 2 television serials, a Hindi movie. Was it somebody in the family who inspired you? How did it all happen?
So actually the story begins with a very cute note, and that's my dad. So my dad wanted to become an actor, and because of unfortunate situations and the stereotypes that my society gives to my dad, he couldn't do it. But although at the same age I am standing as LIVA Miss Diva Cosmo and dreaming so big that my dad wants to do it. So that's how my inspiration comes, and he is someone that truly inspired me throughout my journey. My mom used to work for me. She's also a fashion designer. I'm also a fashion designer, and I think from childhood I had this ability to get into this fashion industry where I could really express my emotion, my aura, my presence.
So, Vipra, I also want to know from you, who did you call first after winning this title, your father or your mother, and what was their reaction?
Okay, so this is a very tough choice to make. So I called both of them in the video call, and I just tell them ki okay, we did it because my dad and my mom has been inspiration for me throughout my journey, and if I achieve something in my life, it's because of them. So I want to give this title, this credit to them ki thank you so much for giving me such great heights in my life and be the inspiration and the role model of my life.
Very interesting. Now, Sudhruti, you come from Bhubaneswar in Odisha, and when I was reading about you, I saw that you were drawn to mythology, storytelling from a very young age. Tell us a little bit about how it all began.
So I was born a single child to my parents, and I belong to a joint family. So there were a lot of chaos in the background and everything. However, my parents were people who really wanted me to put my head into things I loved. So they started this routine where during bedtime my mother would always narrate a story every day. from mythology or folklore or fairy tale, and that's how I inculcated that into my subconscious thoughts, and that built into illustrations and drawing sketches, paintings and everything henceforth. And growing up, I became an artist. During my school time, I would win a lot of competitions, painting competitions, and they would be based around these topics, subtopics, mythology, folklore, fairy tales. And it all made sense when I applied for the NIFT entrance examination, and I excelled with an All India rank 20. So that became my USP. Although storytelling became my USP, and most of my designs are influenced by that.
Okay, one mythological character that you sort of are inspired by, or whose characteristics you think you also have or you use a lot in your creations?
It has to be Draupadi from Mahabharata. She was born out of fire. She left behind a legacy. She was very virtuous. She fought for herself and for her family and excelled in everything she did. She is an inspiration to everyone, and I have imbibed her in many of my designs, including my final year design collection in NIFT Mumbai, which won me an award.
Okay, very interesting. Now, Ananya, when I was reading about you, I got a sense that for you, sustainability is extremely important. So tell us a little bit about what sustainability means to you, and how do you see it differently from how the world is seeing it today?
Okay, so a lot of people think sustainability is just a trend. It's definitely not a trend. It's need of the hour, and we definitely need to take every conscious decision that we can take in life, be it fashion, be it everyday lifestyle. If it's about choosing your toothbrush, if it's about ditching the shower, I mean, it's small things that adds up. So yeah, I mostly talk about fashion on my page, but of course I do incorporate a lot of sustainable practices in my life as well, and I would love to create awareness among people as well about sustainability in general and about sustainable fashion, since these fast fashion brands are growing so much these days, and all the attention are on them. Like, we really need to draw the attention towards sustainable fashion, where we have so many alternatives to fast fashion, like thrifting, or there are so many sustainable brands coming up. We can switch to that, and yeah.
Any myth about sustainability that you want should be crushed?
I think there's this thing that sustainability is about being perfect, doing everything right. It's about tiny little things that you can do. It's not about being perfect all the time, and be a little relaxed about it. It's not about taking it on yourself alone. It's everyone. Like, if everyone comes together, does little things, it will make a huge difference.
Okay, and now one last question for each one of you, because winning LIVA Miss Diva 2024 is a huge milestone. So I want to quickly ask you 10 seconds each, for you. What next? Are there any specific projects or goals you're excited to pursue? Let's begin with Ayushree.
Well, I believe that now that I've reached this platform, I really want to work on my advocacy and present a social cause, and at the same time, obviously, bear the honors to be at the world platform representing India.
Okay, Vipra?
I want to bring a change in the society, as I belong to a very beautiful city of lakes, Udaipur. So pollution was something that have been very connected to me. So I really want to aware this thing about that pollution has been taken over a lot of things from us. So it's a high time to change, and change begins with individual. You have that power. So just that.
Sudhruti?
So considering I have always been a designer, storyteller and artist, I'm looking forward to taking this on the world stage international with the current platform that I have been given, that is LIVA Miss Diva. I'm really looking forward to working with them. And in a few years, I aspire to be a celebrity designer, catering to masses.
Interesting. And lastly, Ananya Praveen, 10 seconds to you. What next?
So I'm from Bihar, and women in Bihar don't go for work. They don't have access to jobs. So I really want to build a job culture for them, wherein I start working with artisans on a very grassroots level and build a brand, sustainable brand with them.
Interesting and such noble thoughts. We wish you good luck. Thank you very much. An inspirational journey it has been for each one of you, and you truly are an inspiration to millions of girls across the country. Thank you very much for joining us, and best of luck for your future. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
us.